Alright, what's going on YouTube? Thanks again for joining me. I'm going to try and walk through this gameplay. I'm on my Striker Titan with No Land Beyond and a Sidearm. Love this combo. So I'm starting off here, just trying to zone off that hallway because that's usually a pretty aggressive hallway people love to come through. I genuinely actually like this map for my No Land Beyond because of the hallway. So you'll kind of see me here basically just staying in this mid-lower map area. So I'm just trying to read the map as well as where my teammates are. Trying to figure out positioning.
Lost the lead.
So I see someone pop up on my radar back here, just trying to whip out whatever's going to be best. I'm usually expecting someone to rush with a shotgun over a primary. So that's why I whipped out my sidearm instead. So I'm just watching my radar and stuff. I wish I could have taken my shot a little bit sooner there. Could have had the headshot, but since I was in a losing battle, I had no damage on him. He had damage on me. I'm trying to zone him off. So a great way to use those lightning grenades is just to zone him off. Thankfully, my teammate kind of cleaned him up. So I was trying to like bait him out a little bit, be aggressive, be passive, trying to figure it out. So when I see him getting some damage on him, I try to swoop in, get that kill. But I wish I would have taken the time to do some more hip firing. Could have had that kill a little bit sooner. But you saw that I did jump over his sightline in case he was trying to shotgun or anything like that. So as you can kind of see here, because of these lanes where I'm at, all the engagements are pretty narrow. So there's not much room for my enemies to go or even my like my reticle to move. So my positioning is pretty critical here. So I have at least 3 points of view, main lanes that I can snipe on, and just trying to aim at head height. So that's how I was able to get those 2 snipes. It's just basically aiming at head height and very little adjustment. Here, that was pretty dirty. I probably would have rather had switched to my sidearm, but I just felt a bit cocky there, not going to lie. I knew he was going to challenge me, and so I chucked that grenade, which was great, but I wish I chucked that a lot sooner to actually have it affect him. I was just thinking too much, overthinking at that point. But I still saw that I'm low health. I see some more flashes on my radar, so I'm trying to back up. I'm expecting more people to rush me. Certainly they do. Obviously don't do great with my sidearm there. You kind of see me catch myself and trying to pace it, because a lot of times with this firearm especially, this sidearm especially, I'll overfire it. I'll shoot it too quickly and I just can't seem to control the kick. So even there you kind of see me try to get that cadence a bit better. Try to really focus on those sight lines, and should have had him, but that's okay. Alright, so I know that I heard that storm caller up, so I knew I had my super up, so I just figured that it's a great opportunity for me to use it. As that second guy, you know, when you go into third person from your striker, you have that you can kind of look around to see who might be around you. I saw that second guy. I knew I had to switch to my sidearm, kind of close that gap a bit, and then just melee him. So I wasn't expecting to kill him with my sidearm, but I just want a little bit of damage, hit him with that melee, and kind of finish him off. So again, you can kind of see here, like from this angle, my sight line's pretty straight. I just need to keep my reticle middle of the map, middle of the screen. And for the most part, I'm just expecting people to walk through it, because I'm not expecting people to slide or jump for the most part. So as you can see there, he just kind of falls down and my sight line's just on him. I'm not necessarily doing anything special. It's just more about I'm positioning myself in that scenario. So whenever you're sniping, whenever I'm sniping, you'll try to see me limit my actual visual sense. So even though I have the full screen of my capabilities, I'm going to try to limit what I can see, like where the enemy might be or could be. So even there, like I'm not expecting him to slide, jump, roll around or anything, because it's just too narrow of a hallway. He's got to cliff off to his side. I mean, that's just beautiful example of that guy just casually walking across. So here I get pretty lucky with some team damage and my grenade doing a little bit of damage for me to get the headshot. But he wasn't doing anything special as well. My sight line was right at head height. But what does help is having my grenade there. So usually if I'm in that position, I'll throw my grenade against that wall, hoping someone from that mid-map coming from B will come down through it and get some damage, and then I can finish him off with what my primary or secondary. So here I'm just getting back into position. Don't know what happened there. Like, I really thought that would have connected. Just one of those destiny lag things, bungee things, but that's okay. I'll still kind of make it back. So trying to get in my lane. I'm not. This is kind of my happy place on this map. Just kind of staying on that middle plane there. So thankfully, I got this double kill by one kind of putting head height again, just letting them walk into my sight line, not for me forcing their sight line. And then you'll see me constantly walking backwards. I try to get further away, create more of a visual space for myself. And then that grenade was just either one to zone off someone, or if they do cross through like that guy did and got damaged, then he got scared, didn't know what to do, he backed up into it. So thankfully that worked out pretty well in my favor. So that's just again all about positioning in that sense. So getting back to my lane, I probably should have been in down sight right as I first came around the corner there, just maybe expecting another sniper that I'm not seeing on my radar. It's too distant on my radar, hard scoping that hallway towards me, but that's okay, worked out. And here I'm just kind of cleaning up some kills with my sidearm. So I see him on the top left there, and again, I know he's there, I'm tagged, I'm waiting for him to come. I should have put a grenade, but since I saw a couple of them there, my super's up, I just kind of rush in and fist of panic, which is pretty great. But you see, again, you see here that with that grenade, I expect that they're going to jump down from that side, or from that from B, coming down onto my lane, because they're going to want to be aggressive. Just people in general in this game are going to be aggressive, so I'm expecting that, trying to foresee that. So that's a great angle for that grenade to kind of come out and deter them or to hit them. And thankfully my teammate put a bubble down and just got a nice little double kill there. So the lightning grenade, trip mine grenades, any other projectile grenades that stick onto the walls, they're great for zoning and for blocking off. And here I'm just kind of messing up, unfortunately, just kind of choking on a few. You can see my sight lines were just a little bit off, and that's okay. Now here's a misplay by me. I get the kill here. I know that Titan's there. I have a grenade up. I should have tossed it. I'm trying to bait him out, but I should have tossed that like 2 seconds before. Get the damage on him, and or back up and just not worry about it too much. I challenged that way too close, and thankfully my teammates were there to kind of clean up my mess. Otherwise that Titan should have had me dead to rights. But same thing with that grenade, you're trying to get around that. I can't really see him directly, so that grenade's a great way to get that sight line. Stormcaller, just trying to get as much team damage as possible. Thankfully I got that headshot. Always would have been nice to get that kill. But obviously no land beyond just doesn't like me. Alright, so I know that I've got a couple options here as far as sight lines. So I clean up that kill. I see my radar still going, and that seems to happen a lot with no land beyond. You're getting hit, but my reticle still kind of bounces around and get the headshot. But that's just a positioning. I mean, again, there's not really any place for them to go, so you don't see me strafing too much with the no land, except for when I'm getting pushed or anything like that. So I know I was a little bit fast. Get a nice little kill there at the end, but hopefully you learned something. I really enjoyed No Land Beyond, and especially on this map I found that I just can do quite well from that scenario and in that positioning. So I hope you learned something. Let me know what I can do better or what you want to see. Have a great day, guys.